Hi, I'm Gil Ray Baker. I'm a cartoonist that enjoys painting. I found a couple of duplicate artworks, feng shui paintings, which were framed in sort of Asian modern style frames or just plain black frames, if you will. And they were just sitting by a dumpster, and I decided to take them home and harvest the frames because I realized that they probably had some kind of a shelf or niche inside of them, which would make it easy to get in there and just slide one this actual original art out and slide one of my mid-century style hobby paintings in. And so that's what I did. I actually cracked the frames to do it and then glued them together as best as I could. So let's take a look at what I achieved. Okay, I realize that the bathroom is not the normal place that you set up a gallery, but I decided that what I wanted to do in this particular thing was do an abstract type artwork. I call this one Through the Red Galaxy. This is just on board 16 by 20, and I took some squeeze bottle paint for that effect with the white trail going through there, just to give it a contrast. Pretty fascinating little thing to do for me as, somebody who likes to experiment. This thing is unrelated to this project at all, but I took a cheap frame and with a plastic cover. But what I did was take various colored strips from magazines and books, cut them, and then just glued them into this kind of pattern here where you see there's a little bit of detail. It doesn't photograph too well, but I kind of like the way that turned out. Cheers up a bathroom, I like to think. Here's the second painting. I call this one Through, or I don't call it Through anything. I call Full Fathom 6, which is a spoof of a Jacksonpollock type painting. I didn't go into any of the detail that he did with the layers and layers and layers, but there's two layers here. They're just basically, it's not a particularly complex arrangement, but I wanted to get that effect, that kind of thrill of that wild paintings that were done back in those days. What I did was I bought some acrylic cheap ceramic paints, about $17 worth, a whole schlack of them, and I just squirted them out, basically, as bad as that sounds, giving this type of overall effect. Now, how I achieved getting these in these frames was just to crack these open at the top by carefully prying them apart. It was a very delicate operation because it's not very solid materials. And there was a niche in there, and I slid the new painting in, kind of had to bang it in there a little bit just to get it to fit, and then super glued those. And by the way, this is what happens when you have the tube explode. I re-glued that and pressed on it one-handedly, and thank God my fingers aren't stuck together. So that's my little art lab procedures that I was into this month, and that's the results that I got. So hope everybody enjoyed this one, and until next time.